Good afternoon, Gills fans, and welcome back to another match day live. The sun is shining and we host Southend United. Big team news.
Yeah, it's almost what the fans wanted.
In terms of Nash,
side,
yep.
Yeah.
What's the bigger news?
No, Josh Wright.
Is that bigger than Liam Nash starting? I think it is.
It is to me and you, but to a lot of fans on Twitter probably.
Well, in terms of the fact that you've just said Liam Nash is what the fans wanted, so that might not come as much of a surprise. But I've not heard anything about an injury or a knock. Suddenly he's gone from starting to not even in the 18.
You wouldn't question it so much, but he's not even in the 18.
One penalty miss, harsh if true, or as we've just said in the car before we've come on air, has a bid come in and we don't want him injured.
As we've just said, we loaned out William youngsters yesterday, so I wonder if there's one or two to come in, and possibly if Wright is on his way out, that's wages, isn't it?
The interesting one is, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but there was a story that ran yesterday regarding a lad from Forest Green Rovers,
Keanu Marsh-Brown,
something like that, who's an attacking midfielder, which is what we need. So do you think that if he commands a fee, we have to get Josh Wright out first before we can pay for it?
Commands a fee, we have to sell before we can buy it.
I think that would probably cover it, wouldn't it? I think if we can get what do you think Josh Wright's worth? A couple of 100,000?
300k tops.
And there's talk of 100,000 for this lad from Forest Green Rovers. So obviously it's only us surmising, but
this guy from Forest Green, from what I read.
In terms of the team, not really many shocks apart from Josh Wright being omitted completely.
Interesting. Nash starts. He can't do any worse, can he?
Well, this is the thing. It's low risk in terms of him and in terms of us at the moment. We can't be worse than not scoring at all. So
we've just looked at their team. They're playing with John White at the back, who's getting on a bit, I think. So this could be interesting. Nash versus John White.
Yeah, I'd say you look at the two sides. Probably the only person out there today that has real pace is Jermaine McGlashan, who we obviously know all about for them. We've just said it would have been interesting if Bradley Garmston was fit, them two up against each other, but. Ogilvie, I think defensively sound enough to contain him.
Yeah.
But then if Jermaine just acts like he did last time he come down here and was petulant and throwing himself all over the floor, then we won't have a problem anyway. But just to confirm the starting 11, it was Thomas Holy in goal. Yeah. Back three, Alex Lacey, Max Amart and Gabriel Zakwani. Our wing backs are Luke O'Neill and Connor Ogilvie. Billy Bingham returns from injury. I think that's an important one for us. He's alongside Mark Byrne, and then Lee Martin is playing in behind Tom Eaves and obviously the already mentioned Liam Nash. We're getting a bit closer to the ground now, so we will bring you some more footage once we get inside.
Normal place. He went, right, go there, and he goes, oh, because you bought two tickets to different stands, you're going to have to go to the main ticket office. They didn't fucking have it.
I phoned them Tuesday. I see a tweet that come out and said, if you want it posted in time for the game, you got Bender? Stuff like that. Not when you're trying to do a channel like this.
No, it's different for me. Like, I'm only the crap out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm doing the bread.
Josh Parker, 19, Wayne Nugent, 20, Darren Oldham, and 24, Greg Hunnell. Southend United starting lineup as follows. In one-on-ones, we expect assistant referees as they also necessarily ovals, full officials and Adrian Waters. And domestics within the match.
Same old story. We're 1-0 down after starting really well. I can't fathom out the goal. Cross comes in, only goes to try and punch it and don't get a lot on it, and then sort of
two of them go for it, they both leave it, and it ends up going over his head.
Who is it? Cox?
They even let the smoke bombs off, yeah?
Literally don't know what's happened, but we're 1-0 down after a bright start, and now we've got it all to do again. About 20 minutes or so gone.
Substitution for Gills, replacing number 5, Max Amy, is number 14, Josh.
We've made a change 5 minutes before half time. Max Amart injured, I'd assume. Josh Parker's come on, so what are we thinking?
I think he's going 4-4-2.
So it'd be Ogilvie, Zakwani, Lacey, O'Neill. Lee Martin looks like he's gone to the left. Bingham, Byrne, Josh Parker from the right. Yeah, 4-4-2. About 5 minutes to half time, but in truth, since they've scored, we've been an abomination. They could have probably scored 2 or 3 more. It's not very good. Half time and we're 1-0 down. I'm going to let you talk, Oz, because I don't want to at the moment.
Same old, same old. Start well, we have a couple of half jumps. I think O'Neill has a shot on target. Then they have a half jump. They score with a goal. I don't know how it's gone.
We still can't work it out, can we, to be honest?
And then defensively, we've gone to the pot. We look solid for 15 minutes, and
we've absolutely caved.
So open.
Crowd are getting on players' backs. For me, the worst thing, we've got one along from us who's just constantly abusing Jermaine McGlasher. He's got Ogilvie on toast for you already, absolutely
he's
on
doing
toast.
Exactly what he's set up to.
Exactly, so he's slowing the game down, winding us up, we get on our own players' back, we get on his back, and he keeps doing the same thing. Of course he is, and why not as well? I know we gave him some stick here last year because he dived, and he did one early on today, but he's absolutely ruining Ogilvie. Interestingly, we've gone 4-4-2, that definitely looks the case now with Amar going on. There's only been a few minutes, so it remains to be seen whether it's going to cause an improvement, but apart from the first 15 minutes, there's not going to be a lot needed to improve. I mean, just keeping the ball or controlling 5-yard passes. I don't want to be sitting here slagging people off after 5 games or 4.5 games, but from the goal, it was like Sunday evening.
You should just get your
Yeah, just have a look.
They've both done it. When they've gone,
Twice,
looking
yeah.
at the ball, when they run into crowd, they're not looking up to see what's around.
Yeah, you've got people in absolute acres and you're running down blind alleys. Yeah, you can understand it. It's hard to see it from both points of view because there's a fella behind us was trying to calm a couple down, and you can see that if we get on people's backs, then they panic. But at the same time, we pay a lot of money to come in here, yeah, and you've got to give us something to cheer about. We're now 405 minutes into a season, and we don't look like scoring, certainly not from open play, aside from the positive start. Like you said, Luke O'Neill had a shot on target, but I don't think the team's made a save apart from that. And Mark Fortune could have had hat-trick. He's had one end of a holy save, he's had two chances.
He started okay, didn't he? But he's
like everyone, he mirrors the team performance, started well, and then as soon as the goal went in...
He doesn't seem to want to captain, does he? He puts his fist out.
I said, even with the save from McGlash at the beginning, he's very unorthodox. It's almost like volleyball, that technique. Yeah. But, I mean, if it works, it's fine. But yeah, just after the goal, him and Amar had a little word. Yeah, it was which is a little bit concerning. But we've got 45 minutes to try and change it, and hopefully it can't get a lot worse. Mark Byrne puts in an absolute peach of a cross, and Tom Eaves has risen at the far post and headed it back over the keeper, and we have finally scored a goal. I couldn't get my phone out of my pocket. Ogilvy manages to pinch it in quick off the fullback after Lee Martin back heel. Pings in an absolute peach, and Tom Eaves dives in front of his marker and it's gone in the far corner. We have scored twice in about 15 minutes. The lead's lasted all of what? A minute, if that. Who scored? Is that Kitely? Finish. We usually look slack again, but we lasted about 30 seconds, but we've still got a bit of momentum and fingers crossed we can still pinch this. 3-2 Southend. I don't know what to say, to be honest. Shot hits the bar, comes down. I think Oli makes a good save, the rebound, but then Simon Cox just slaps it in. We look like we're ball watching again, and 17 minutes now, we're 3-2 down. We said before the game it's all well and good scoring, but if you can see more than you score, it doesn't mean anything, does it? penalty Gills. 78 minutes gone, Mark Byrne gets there in front of his back. He looks a stone waller to me. I don't think there's been many complaints from them. Tom Eaves has gone and got it. I don't know if I can watch. Please just hit the target.
Get ready to go.
From the fact that we've now missed another one, but luckily Tom Eaves has slapped in the rebound that's effectively on the line and it is 3 each. Can we go and pinch this? I want an answer, boss, that was a question.
What?
Can we go and pinch this?
I don't have my heart to take another one.
It's 3-all and there's about 10 minutes left.
That thing again. Do it again.
Just left the ground now. Second half was a bit mad when it's finished 3-all. So was there 5 goals second half?
Yeah.
I tweeted at half time and said we had to score at least twice to win the game in 45 minutes after scoring no goals in 405 minutes this season, and then Tom Eaves has turned into, as the Rain Amend were shouting, a good Andy Carroll, which was quite amusing. But fair play, he's got a hat-trick. He was a different
Second
player.
goal, I think, was brilliant. He got down so low, yeah.
He was an absolutely different player after the first goal, which is decent as well. And I think we've got that, which is really good.
We scored it I think Max Amar scored one like against him last season, where it's just in the top corner.
Yeah, so I think that's probably the only place he could go with it, which was back across the keeper. If he goes near post and down, I think the keeper saves it. But obviously, being Gillingham, and if you want to be negative, there's still people moaning. We weren't great defensively today. That's typical Gills. The day that the strikers turn up, the defence go a little bit AWOL. But without making excuses, we've had to take, well, at least one off. It looks injured, Gabriel Zakwani.
Yeah.
I don't think that was tactical at the end, and maybe 2, because I know Amar did take a knock.
The Amar one, I said to you, I thought it was tactical at the time because he could have brought Nugent on then and didn't.
Very
so I
true,
think he went to 4-4-2 then. Obviously,
could
it
have
worked.
brought on Wagstaff as well.
Yeah.
So, but all in all, I'm going to call it an entertaining second half performance. It wasn't without faults, far from it, but we've scored 3 goals, 2 very good. Tuesday night, if you're going to go, I know most of you are going to boycott it, just pray it don't go to penalties, because we've missed our last 4 in competitive football now. I think that's Josh Wright at MK Dons last season and Northampton, Josh Wright at MK Dons this season, and Tom Eaves today. But luckily, the thing that made me laugh, I showed you when you was on the phone to Stocky, it said that on Sky Sports, it said that Tom Eaves scored with a shot from the middle of the penalty area after missing the penalty. He was practically in the net, and we've had a bit of luck, but I think Tom Eaves deserved his bit of luck, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
I think there's no arguments he's going to get.
The guy that was slating him that sat behind us in the first half must have gone at half time, didn't hear him in the second half.
Went very, very quiet. And Lewis Browning, if you're watching, I hope your tweet gets a few retweets, pal. That's going to go viral, maybe. 4-4-2 worked. We suggested it.
Yep.
We suggested it in the match preview. I'm not saying we're tactical geniuses, but I think it was glaringly obvious to plenty, wasn't it? And I thought Josh Parker was decent from the side.
Yeah, he's a much better winger than he is striker.
Yeah, I think hopefully Adie's finally learned that.
Nash as well, I think very bright.
Nash,
Great
we've got
lot.
to talk about, very bright. He got longer than I thought. I have to say as well, I didn't think Bingham would get through 90 minutes.
No.
Of fair play to him. I thought he was... First 15 we were very good, and then we had a horrible half an hour, didn't we? Which we said about half time.
Just never reacted from the goal, did we?
Second half, just for me, was one of them where you just say you write it off as a thriller. I don't think we looked too much into it, but it was a little bit like a five-side game, wasn't it, or basketball. It was just one end to the other.
I said Tuesday night, I was 2-2, so someone's going to win this, and then they've went and scored.
And fair play to Pennock. He's taken a bit of stick for coming over at the end. You had a slightly different opinion on it to me, I think, didn't
Yeah,
you? I thought
I did.
He's grabbed the match ball and given it to Tom Eaves, and he's indicating to us in the rain of men and other stands to give some credit to the big man. I think we were anyway, but I don't think there was anything malicious in it from AD. But people slagging him off for doing that. We haven't won the game, granted, but we've scored some goals, and I've just said to you off air, haven't I? We've celebrated probably more than we would normally because we hadn't scored for so long. So we can't do it as fans and then tell him off for doing it as a manager. To say it was a funny game. It was end to end. You said, didn't you, if you was a neutral you'd have enjoyed yourself.
Yeah.
I think you got your 20 quid's worth. Attendance is appalling again though, isn't it? I think
4,000 at home.
5.5 in, so yeah, so you're looking
And they
at
brought 1,000.
4,500 home fans, which isn't too clever. I'm going to go because it's really hot in the car. As always, thanks for watching. Please keep doing the usual. We're getting closer to 500, and we will see you Monday for our Monday review. And until next time, up the Gills.